Seems to be, everything seems to be in order. I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up real quick before I do the intro. Alright, it looks like everything's in order now. What's up, my dudes, my dudettes, my dudenaries? If I seem a little tired or if I'm acting a little bit off, my excuse is that my novel writing class just opened up online, and I just finished my other online class, and like right before the stream, pretty much all day, because the gym was closed, I was like, okay, well, since the gym's closed and I can't work out, might as well work on my online class. Work ahead on my online class. I just finished like a bunch of different questionnaires that I was supposed to answer over the next couple weeks, like the next, I want to say, yeah, next couple weeks. I wanted to finish those early, specifically, so that I had more free time. Well, I say more free time, but it's more accurate to say that I had like I had like I have more time in the future, essentially, because like next week, here's my plan for that class. Next week, I'm planning, since it's a week off of school, I'm planning on working ahead in that novel writing class, by doing the content maps I have to do, by like watching a film and then doing a content map about it, like, what it's about, what the themes are, what my favorite scene is, what my least favorite scene is, points of tension, the characters, reflection, all that sorts of stuff, I want to get the ones relating to film done, like all that stuff done, so that when I inevitably have to when the actual class officially starts, instead of like just I could just focus on making my own original stories and focus on the peer review aspect of that, instead of having to focus on the questionnaires, the research, the film watching, the content map of that film, then the original content map, and then the peer review throughout the week. I could just worry about the last two things instead. It's especially difficult for me because, outside of like my other classes, which also already take up quite a bit of time, football also takes up at least 4 hours of my day. And if a class takes up like an hour and a half to like 3 hours of my day, when it comes to like actually sitting down in class, and then each of those classes I spend like an hour on, that means I basically working like 8-ish hours a day on just schoolwork alone. Like, basically, that class has estimated, like, 8 to 10 hours of, like, work time a week. So I wanted to, like, try to cut down on all that by, working on all that schoolwork early. I'm gonna try and open up I Wani Hug that Gator in the background as I, continue. Right now, I got, like, 2 out of the 6 I need to get done, and I'm planning on continuing tomorrow. I'm supposed to be watching a romance film. I'm thinking Moonlight. I haven't looked ahead on the other ones yet for what movies. That's the wrong thing. On what movies I can pick from, or books I can pick from yet. I have taken a peek at like the books, but I don't know how I'm gonna access them yet, because I don't know if like the library has them, the university library has them, because campus is closed now, meaning I gotta read the book online somehow, whether that be like on Kindle, Amazon, hopefully for free, or just trying to see if I can like make a go for like a free subscription for like those books, and then I could read it like quickly. Well, I say read it, but like quickly skim through it. I could probably listen to an audiobook of it in the background, and then like skim through the book itself, and then look at the scenes and say what I like, say what I dislike about it for the scene part, and then I'd basically be good. Honestly, I feel like the most difficult part of those assignments would be me being concise, because I always overcomplicate things, I turned like a 1-page report one time into 24. It's especially worse for this class, because I only need to make the content map 5 to 6 pages, and then I make it like 16 for those two. So it's like I am Okay, I was just looking at the options real quick so I can switch it to full screen. I almost clicked on enable saucy images. I'm guessing that's disabled, right? Right? Green means it's disabled? Yeah, okay. I was just trying to switch to full screen real quick. Anyways, what I was saying is I never have to worry about missing the bare minimum, like the minimum page count, but I always overcomplicate things and make them more complicated than it has to be, that it just kind of, you know, makes my workload harder than it has to be. I guess my main worry is my teacher either thinking it's AI generated, or, you know, I'm planning on trying to maybe simplify them somehow. Try to simplify each section so it is just 5 to 6 pages, instead of like the 16 I've been writing. But that means I have to go back to the other 2 and also simplify them. Otherwise they'll just look even more suspicious, and then, like, you know, because like I've already set the bar high. So maybe like over these next 4 days, I'm planning on doing the rest of the 4 weeks. Maybe on Friday this week, I can see if I can simplify them, make copies of like the documents, and then like look at what a simplified version of them might look like, and then look at like the ones I got done. I feel like at that point, I might as well just freaking submit what I have done, huh? Edge scrolling. Sorry, I was looking at gallery. Enable edge scrolling. Sorry about that. I kind of did just go on an unrelated tangent there. Wait, hold on. I just got a message from my teammates for a project. Okay, alright. Nothing I have to worry about. Okay. Sorry about that. Now with all that out of the way, it was a pretty close vote between I Wani Hug that Gator and the remaster of Life is Strange, but I Wani Hug that Gator like barely won with 1 vote. Honestly, this is like the creator's first original work, right? How loud is the music when compared to my voice? My god, it's pretty loud. I gotta... That's the wrong thing. I'm gonna turn down the desktop audio a little bit. Probably gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna turn it back down now, just to get like a better sound balancing. There we go. Now, what I was saying before is very much excited to get into I Wani Hug that Gator because it's made by the same person who made Snoot Game. And also, I mean, I know it takes place in the same world as Snoot Game, according to Monk. But also, this is like the creator's own original work, and it isn't just a parody or based off of, like, you know, another person's work. So I'm very much excited to see how, like, this creator handles, you know, their own, like, you know, handles their own original work. It probably will have similar themes and, like, play similarly to Snoot Game, though, because it is kind of like the same type of game, same visual novel type game, same 4 different endings you can get, and then like there's extras which we're gonna have to go for, and then there was something else I was gonna say. Same art style, just feels like surface level. I was gonna say maybe same writing style too, but like I gotta see like how the creator takes their experience from like Snoot Game and put it into their own original work with I Wani Hug that Gator. Like what they learned, what critiques they might have gotten from Snoot Game, and how they you know, improved. How they improved since then. Very excited to see where the game goes. So yeah, without further ado, if you guys are curious about what I'm getting for dinner, oh my god, speaking of food, for dinner, I'm getting like a, let me check here, I think the order should still be on its way, right? Let me double check. Yeah, I'm getting myself like a drink, and a Pokeball. Also, speaking of food, I didn't expect, the cafeteria to be closed today. I knew it was gonna be closed next weekend because, like, campus is closed because week off of school. Honestly, though, the fact that it's open these next 5 days, at least the weekdays, is kind of like a godsend to me. Because, like, the last couple years, especially, like, the first year I was here, I was shocked to see that the cafeteria was closed during break. Meaning if you're staying on campus, you're just screwed. Especially if you play a sport like me, because then you just have no way to eat, and then, you know, you gotta also practice at the same time. Meaning you either gotta go grocery shopping for food and make your own food and all that, which you may or may not have time to do because, I mean, you don't have classes anymore, but I'm also heavily assuming that you don't have that much schoolwork to do, to catch up on or do over the break like I do right now. Basically, I'm happy that the cafeteria is opened at least the next 5 days, but it still sucks that it's gonna be closed, that it was closed today, because I had to go and buy myself breakfast because I didn't have any plan, like, I wasn't prepared for it. And then next weekend, I'm gonna have to buy my own breakfast again, as well as my own food again. Because, you know, next week it's gonna be closed before, you know, turning back to normal, of course. Kinda sucks that, that happened. Well, I guess I just had to adjust. Earlier, I just had an acai bowl and a protein shake. And that's basically all I had today. That and an orange juice. That's it. That's all I had today so far. For dinner, once again, having a poke bowl that's gonna get here sometime around 3:30 to 4, and then Jamba Juice, just a drink from there at around the same time. There was also something else I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be streaming later tonight because, like, I've already finished all the questionnaires and that was my goal for the day. Either I do all the questionnaires, finish off all the questionnaires, or I do start week 3's questionnaire and then do week 3's content map. I don't know if I want to end the stream early just to do the content map for week 3 right after the stream, or, you know, but then that just kind of screw up with my sleep schedule, I guess. Because, like, tomorrow, I don't know, because, like, you know, we don't have classes anymore. I don't know if my coaches are gonna let us work out later now. Like, we don't have to wake up like 4 in the morning for our workouts anymore because campus is closed and we don't have to worry about school, and we don't have to, like, worry about school anymore. So, like, you know, we have more free time, so we could just have, like, our workouts, like, a little bit later. I'm not sure if we're gonna have our workouts later, like, because I'm part of the developmental group. Since I'm part of that group, I don't know if we're gonna have our workouts later. I don't know what time our workouts are gonna be tomorrow. So, like, because of that, I don't know if I'm gonna, you know, just do a quick 3 to 4 hour stream and then just get ready for bed just in case I still have to wake up early tomorrow, or if I should try to stream a little bit later and try to get further in this game. Like, before, you know, for, like, tomorrow. You know, when I have to deal with football. Sorry, my thoughts are a little scattered because I went to sleep late last night. We had another late game, so... Whew. Kind of functioning off of, like, I actually had, like, a decent amount of sleep last night, but I always keep waking up before my alarm, and I'm starting to get pissed off. I don't get 8 hours of sleep anymore. My body just automatically wakes me up early. And I hate it. Alright, yeah, another update I wanted to update you guys on is, like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have, like, a weekday stream because of, like, my novel writing class, because it's probably gonna take up a lot of time. Especially with the original content map. So, like, even when football does end and I get my Saturdays back, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stream either on Friday or Saturdays now. Friday, Saturdays, or like whatever weekday I might have because of like the workload of schoolwork. I'll figure it out though. Maybe we could still bring back the Saturday streams and then have Saturday and Sunday streams. But like I don't want to make any promises I can't keep. I'm just letting you all know for the future, I may not have a weekday stream like I had planned to originally once my football season's over. And also, the Saturday streams are a bit up in the air right now because of like, because of my online class and like my other 2 classes. So yeah, with all those updates out of the way, that took us like 15 minutes to get through. Let's actually start the game. Score, Ben story. What the fuck is this? Hold on. What's this? Hold on. Pause. Is that the dev? Oh, that's the dev menu. Aw, man, we can cheat. Oh, there's even a chapter select. Okay. Interesting. Enable Discord rich presence. I don't know what that means. I think, for now, should I think for the first time through for the game, we're gonna go blind. We're gonna go in completely blind, not know what's going on. We won't be able to cheat by seeing the scores and all that. We'll just play the game how it was meant to be played, probably, without any of the developer tools or mods, alright? And then, after that, to help us, you know, figure out, like, the point system for, like, you know, which endings, and, like, you know, to keep track of where we are at, we could probably turn the development tools back on. First time, though, we're gonna play the game raw, we're gonna do it raw, and, see what it's like. I don't know if anyone's listening in the background, because I see the viewership on YouTube is like 2 right now. And I don't know if like chat is just glitching out on Restream right now, because I do not see a single chatter saying anything right now. But yeah, we're just gonna go into the game without any help right now. See which first ending we get first. It might just end up being ending 3 again. Knowing my luck. Okay, yeah, looks like I'm able to see you, Monk. Alright, thank you for saying something. So yeah, once again, going into the game blind, let's see how, what ending we get first time through. And then after that we can cheat and turn on development tools to try and, keep track of the scores. To help us keep track of the scores and then figure out the other endings. Alright. September 4th. Year, question mark. 201 M 2023 BC. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of Volcaldera Bluffs, I can't help but miss living in the more temperate weather of the Midwest. Just woke up, so you're still trying to brain? Yeah, well, I'm still trying to brain right now after working on like 4 different questionnaires for my online class all morning. And dealing with the stress of not being able to eat breakfast at the cafeteria because it was closed, so I had to go out and buy my own breakfast because I wasn't prepared for it. And trying to figure out what my schedule is going to be for this week. For both like my online class, for some of the schoolwork I want to get done early. And for like football, because I don't have any like in-person classes this week. So I'm gonna start on my online schoolwork early, so I have less to do when the online class officially starts, if that makes any sense. Summer sleeves are in style this year. That Jacket Aroma blog better be right. This swoot thing is killing me. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Well, at least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. Besides, I'm sure to make an impression with this. Abercrombie and Flint, okay, I get what that's a parody of, is all the rage these days. Okay, so it feels like we're trying to stand out more. It feels like this character is trying to stand out more, which is different from Anon. Feels like he's trying to stand out a bit more. Oh my god! Sorry, I saw the subway and immediately had a PTSD flashback to Head as Code, which is a Death Game series. It's animated? He just moved. Oh my god, they move a little bit. And he flipped through the pages. I sigh and lean back in the hard plastic seating of the metro. I'm on my way to my first day in a new school. Ordinarily, I'd just be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's just too much on my mind right now. Suede would be the way to pronounce it. Alright, thank you, Monk. My folks' sitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. God, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to analyze the story because I've already, like, the last 2 days, I don't know if you were here for the Monk, but I just went on, like, last 2 days, I went on a binge of watching Hereditary 2018 for, like, my horror week for my novel writing class. I had to watch a film and do a content map on it. And then, yesterday, right before my game, I basically crunched in another movie, District 9, a sci-fi movie, and had to do another one on that. And now, tomorrow, and the next couple days, I gotta, like, watch 3 more movies and read a book in order to get the content maps for those ones done. And I always overcomplicate it. My content map only needs to be 5 to 6 pages long, and, like, I made it 16 pages long for both of them. And now I'm just sitting here like, okay, I raised the bar too high. On Friday, it's like, because, like, I never simplify things. I never make things simple. I always overcomplicate them. And now, like, I'm scared that my teacher's gonna think I AI generated it. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I swear, teach. Like, I swear I didn't. Please, don't fail me. I actually really love writing novels. Like, I'm genuinely scared of that. Like, I turned a 1-page report into a 24-page report for, like, another one of my classes, man. That's how bad it is. I never make things simple. I always make my workload harder than it has to be. I overcomplicate it. Like, I'm scared to, like, go that in-depth with it because I might just, you know, burn myself out and maybe, like, make myself hate writing, which I would hate to do because I love writing. I might just burn out my passion for it. Like, burn out my passion for, like, creative works. I'm scared of doing that. But at the same time, I don't want to redo the other two reports I just did that was, like, 16 pages long and try to work them down into 5 to 6 pages for the future. So I'm like, fuck it. I guess however they end up, that's how they're gonna end. However length they end up, that's just how they're gonna be. It is what it is. I feel like the hardest thing in that class is the content maps, really. Honestly, I'm just trying to simplify the workload enough to where I don't have to do, like, the questionnaire. Like, for the week, it's like 8 to 10 hours of work for that class alone, roughly. So it's like, it has a questionnaire, we gotta do research on the genre, then we got to, pick a film, watch it, take notes on it to make a content map, then we gotta make our own original content map based on that genre, and, like, for all the research we did, and then we gotta do a peer review for, like, the other classes. Right now, I'm trying to cut down the workload, so I only got to do the last 2 things throughout the week. When the class officially starts. Because it'd make things so much more simple. And then I say all this, and then I just fucking remembered that I still gotta do the icebreaker. Oops. Well, I guess I'm gonna just do the icebreaker, either as soon as I end the stream, or, like, on Friday or something. I don't know. I don't even know how long I'm gonna be streaming tonight. This week is a mess. Because in spite of it being my 1 week off from school, I'm still working on schoolwork, and then I got, like, the football schedule that's being flipped around, and I don't know if I'm gonna have, like, the morning workouts again. I don't know if I'm gonna have the morning workouts again that I gotta wake up at 4 in the morning for, so I gotta end the stream early, or if it's gonna be later, and then I can stream a little bit later. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, in all seriousness. Sorry, I went on I'm going on a tangent here, man. I'm losing my mind. Let's just continue. My folks' sitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. Much like how a rolling stone gathers no moss, I could never make a friend I'd keep longer than a year. Just a ton of promises to keep in touch that petered off within months. I kind of feel that a little bit. I mean, I didn't move a lot. I'm just not a social kind of person. Like, out of all my friends in high school, I've only kept in contact with like 2 of them. You stress ranted so hard, my connection got secondhand stress and died for a bit. Sorry, Monk. My bad. Admittedly, it's my fault in the end. But that's all going to change, starting today. This time for sure. I'm going into senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare for the world ahead, alright? Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. I feel around my backpack for my DSLR, till my fingers can absent-mindedly fiddle with the mode dial. St. Haymond High School is extremely well known for their artist curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people that share my interests. Oh, we're going to an art school. Great. Even if it's a bit of a ride away. Sorry. Sorry about that. I don't know why I said array. Speaking of rides, I was hoping that my parents could drive me there today. By the time I was up, though, they had already left for work. No big deal. I like the hustle and bustle of public transportation. Do you? I imagine I'm going to have to get used to this anyway. Alright. God, this guy is completely different from Manon a little bit, huh? Like, psychology-wise. Like, Anon would be complaining and bitching the whole time. This guy's like, it is what it is, man. Like, holy shit. Kind of a Chad. As time passes, my mind wanders to memories of previous schools. Unless he's hiding it from us. They all sucked. Never mind. Never mind. We're back. Alright, yeah? We're 4chaner for sure. We're still 4chaners. Alright. Hey, I needed to make the most of the situation I'm in. Not get all sad like this. I need to do something like... take a selfie with the hobo next to me. I won't get stabbed. Get up and breathe in that fresh city air. Remain seated and do nothing. Wuss. Why would I ever take... I would never take a selfie with a hobo... with anyone next to me. Really? Like a stranger? No. No way. Get up and breathe in that fresh city air. Why are there asterisks here? God, like, it's city air. It's not that fresh. Remain seated and do nothing. Well, I guess if we're gonna do something. I don't know if the choice matters. I'm interrupted by the ding of the terminal board, and the car gradually starts coming to a stop. Okay, I see. Is it our stop yet? I step off the metro, heading out of the station as I follow a few other students heading towards the school. Wow, this art is really good, actually. What? Like, this is a massive improvement background art-wise. Like, whoa, they go for a more lineless style. God, it's kind of pretty. Can't wait for the sprites to stand out like a sore thumb in it. Oddly enough, I'm only seeing dinosaur students. Not another human to be seen anywhere. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. There's a lot of greenery here as well. You'd almost forget how close we are to a major city. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with the sounds of laughter and stories of how their summer breaks went. And we don't have any friends, so we wouldn't be able to commune. Ah, there it is. The school peeks out over the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. St. Hammond High is my new home, away from home for the next year. Alright, another one of those big fan game projects. Just dropped a demo. Oh, which one? Which one? Hold on to me. I see. I don't know why I laughed at that title. I stopped to take a deep breath. God, I just processed that tomorrow I gotta watch a romance movie, and I chose Moonlight. And I barely know what it's about. I don't actually have a lot of experience in the romance genre. Like, most recent media would be Snoot Game, and the closest thing that comes to mind for, like, romance is, like, a movie I've watched years ago, which would be, like, I think it's 10 Reasons Why I Hate You, but it feels like a fever dream at that point. I guess there's also The Hottie and the Naughty, but that one sucked. Stop to take a deep breath. The air here is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went to back in elementary school. Whew, sorry about that. Once again, I'm handed an opportunity to make something of myself. I'm apprehensive, but hopeful. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. I take my first step onwards. Actually, hold on. They said the game was partially playable with controller. Would it be better if I played it on controller and just click A most of the time? I don't know. I like the feel of a controller in my hand rather than mouse and keyboard. Up, here we go again. Ah, shit, here we go again. Okay, it was an animated cutscene. I was about to say the backgrounds really fell off. Nah, it's just animated cutscenes. It's not that bad. Students mill about the front yard. God, I didn't even process that we're both wearing a blue jacket. I got another blue jacket here too. I might wear that for next week. Just to match with... What's the protagonist's name? It's not Anon again, right? Students mill about the front yard. The school is known for its heavily prioritized art programs. Over 2/3 of the graduates end up pursuing a career in the arts. And while half of them regret it, from what I've read, there's still plenty that made it, right? Good God. Inco, that's his name, Inco? It's also the management claim to fame, and with the facade of the front entrance being dominated by a vibrant mural. Okay, so it was facade. I thought I misread that somehow. I got a good feeling about this place. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking. Some friends whisper to each other. I just knew this jacket would pay off. The front doors are propped wide open, and I already feel the cold breeze inviting me in. Inside, it's a familiar yet brand new sight. They're probably talking about Inco because he is probably the only human here, right? I hadn't mentioned it yet, but this school is also unique for its student body. What, filled with dinosaurs? It's composed almost entirely of dinosaurs, all manner of saurian herbivores and otherwise. God, sorry. I got distracted by this guy for a minute. I don't know why. Just the braces and the long nose just made me laugh. Sorry. What an amazing design. Wait! No, I was gonna say, is that like... Are those two like a subtle reference to... What was it called? Was it... No, it's not Superbad, right? Which one had the McLovin joke in it? There's no way, right? God, how many references are going to be in this game? Yeah, it is Superbad. Not really, though. The other guy did not have glasses. But McLovin did. McLovin did have glasses, but I don't know... Because he's not, like, one of the two protagonists. He's more like a deuteragonist. Part of the supporting cast, really? I don't really know what the proper term is for that. My God. It's not a reference to them, right? I'm probably looking way too into this. It's probably not. Oh, okay. Scales, feathers, tails. Is that a tether? Remember that you can hide the text with H or middle wheel. I do not have middle wheel. I do not have a middle wheel, my guy. No! No, go back. Okay. Alright, it's Y. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's Y. Alright. Sorry, there we go. Wings, talons, and webbed hands. On your mouse? Oh, well, yeah, with my mouse, I could do that. But I also pulled out my controller just now. Yeah, I pull out the controller. For Ultra Kill, I play on mouse and keyboard, but I pull out my controller when I play fucking visual novels. What the fuck? I don't know. I like the feel of like a controller in my hand, you know. Not to even mention the colors, all vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals on the school outside. God, how many? Oh wait, okay, that's just Dexter's reference, right? That's just Dexter's lab references for sure. Hold on. That's just Dexter's Labs references. I don't know if there's any more references, though. There could be that I'm just missing. Dozens of students march about, reconnecting with past friends and meeting new ones. God, how many references have I already missed? Some anxiously... Okay, I was about to say... Chloe from Life is Strange. Even though I haven't played Life is Strange, I know about her character because I've heard about her character before. But, like, I'm looking at her and it's like... Is it Chloe? Is the proper term Chloe? I forgot her name. I forgot what the blue-haired girl's name was. I was about to say that, but then I'm like, no, her hair was completely blue, right? And Mandark. I don't know what Mandark is. Some anxiously glance at their schedules, checking every door as though they were numbered at random. I probably shouldn't be standing here Whoa, is that a human? Whoa, oh. I'm soon surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. Wow, alright. Let's get a good look at the protagonist here. I do not know if I have a plain white... Oh, I do have a plain white shirt. Oh, wait, hold on. Should I try the match? Hold on. Yeah, Dexter's Rival. I forgot what the Dexter's Rival is. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute, I'll be right back. I don't have a V-neck shirt. My V-neck is unfortunately but sorry about that. Hold on. I know it's a bit of a side tangent, but let me pull my mic closer. I know it's a bit of a side tangent here, but I did something similar with Devil May Cry 5, where I tried to match Nero's color scheme and outfit with my own tops and all that. I'm gonna try and match Inco in this game. Does the name Inco mean anything? Does it also mean Anon? Is it just Anon, but in a different language? What does Inco's name mean? Inco. Oh, Inco G Nito. Oh, it's incognito. Oh, I see. Because the shades, I see it now. Oh, that's the joke. Alright. Clearly my jacket is working like a charm. God. Wow, he's like a life-size mannequin. Hey, new kid. Is this what it's like to be popular? I wasn't really expecting it to happen this quickly. A few students are taking pictures with their phones. I even see some with their sketchbook and pens in hand, rapidly scribbling on pages. God. You know, this is like that one time in high school where we had a foreign exchange student show up at our school, and then everyone just freaking jumped on him like this. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, that poor guy. I want to help him, but at the same time, it's like, I'll just leave him be. Because I'm not about to fight the whole student body just to give this one guy some space. Wow, a human! Are you like a foreign exchange student? In the chaos, I feel a few people touch my hands. Whoa, human skin feels weird. Jeez, a bit uncalled for. Okay, there we go. As flattering as this attention is, ask them to back off a bit, go along with it. I might just have to switch back to mouse and keyboard. I'm sorry. We're switching back to mouse and keyboard. It's just easier to access everything with the mouse. Go along with it? I feel like going along with it just kind of makes us a pushover. I don't know what Inco's deal is yet. I don't know what his arc is supposed to be. I feel like this just makes us too passive, right? Like, I mean, come on. There's so many people around here. I need some space to breathe. Like, I don't know. Does this come across as rude? I feel like how they're treating me is ruder. Ruder, though. Like, I'm not asking them to go away. I'm just asking them to calm down, right? To calm down a bit? I've already saved. Oh, it's not that bad. There's so much happening. And I don't want to be a party pooper, right? Okay, so my choices don't matter. Alright, cool. 2 of my choices so far don't fucking matter. Cool. It's probably gonna matter later, but shit. A few more people will shout at me to get my attention. Hey, could you look over there for a side profile? Oh man, yeah, this will be good reference material. Wait, I need to get a better look at his skin texture. Yeah, art students. Yeah, they're art students for sure. I once again find myself frozen, only muttering quietly as I hastily try to follow their instructions. Eventually, all the Saurians take their phones and talk themselves out before dispersing back into their own friend groups. By the time I recover from the shock of the situation, the last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. Oh. This is my chance to socialize. I blew it. Should I wear the same pants? I don't want to change my pants. I'm staying in sweatpants. Sorry, sweatpants stay on. What the fuck? The art has improved a bit from like the other game, yeah? I'm noticing a lot more shading now. Did the previous game have any shading at all? I don't think the previous game had much shading, right? I gotta double check though. They probably had like a little bit of shading, right? I don't remember any shading in Snoot Game. I don't think so. Snoot Game sprites. I don't think they had any shading. Yeah, there's like very little shading. Yeah, there's like very little shading. Here it's more the shading is more noticeable. There's a little bit of shading, but it's definitely more noticeable in this game. It stands out a bit more in this game. Okay, what voice should I give her? How did I do the Valley Girl voice again? I don't remember how I did it. How do I gotta access my inner Jekka. Hold on. I don't know how I'm gonna do that though. God, okay, come on, don't let me down. You're a human, right? That was not really good. A Triceratops girl leans forward, scanning me up and down. This is it. Time to seal the deal and get a new friend. Yeah. Close enough.
Hey, can I, like, take a selfie with you?
Speaking of, we should be getting a demo of the Snoot Game remake next month. Oh yeah, Snoot Game's getting a remake! Fuck, that's gonna have to be added to the poll too. I gotta fucking play the remake of, like, chapter 1 of, what was it called? I already forgot. Indigo Park. I gotta replay that. I also gotta keep an eye out for, like, a couple other games that are supposed to be coming out this year, such as Ubel and, like, The Side for God. I don't even know if they're still gonna be coming out this year. God, I hope so. Like, holy shit. Alright, I really hope my Valley Girl voice is doing good. Should I plug my nose too? That might help.
It'd be great for one of my classes.
Hold on.
It'd be great for one of my classes.
Would that help? Does that help with the Valley Girl voice a little bit? I don't know. Yeah, definitely. She puts an arm around my back and for a shoulder hug while she poses dramatically. Maybe a bit too friendly?
Big smile now.
Hold on.
Big smile now.
She takes a picture and checks it enthusiastically. I don't know if she's gonna be an important character. So, I'm Inco.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Cool, yeah. Anyway, I gotta go.
Oh. What's the photo for, by the way? She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum.
My fashion design class, that jacket is ballin'.
Hey, the jacket! The jacket worked! Ah.
Thanks for the pic, hun.
Well, I feel my shoulders sag as I take in the now sparse hallway around me. That must have been my 15 minutes of fame. I don't think it even lasted 15 minutes. But there's no way I've already blown it. I tried to shake away the negative thoughts. Focus on the positive. For a brief moment, I was the talk of the school. Yeah. Huh? The familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. A camera. At the end of the hall, there's someone kneeling. And with one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey! The guy flinches. I flinch too. I hadn't meant to shout at him. A few scenes around me didn't bat an eye at it, though. Oh, it's a cutscene. Oh, he seems nice. Hopefully. Photographer, I take it? Why does his hair remind me... Like, God, the hair and glasses combo just gives off a very nerdy vibe. It's like if, like, what was that one kid from Pokemon? I forgot his name. Like, the science geek from Pokemon that was in, like, one of the more recent Pokemon iterations. Was it Black and White? I don't know. Like, the anime and I guess the game. I forgot what his name was. I don't actually play Pokemon. I've only seen clips. But it's like a blonde version. It's like a blonde version of that. But like a brunette dinosaur version of that, of him. Sorry about the yell. Fuck me, what? I don't want to give him the nerd voice. I don't want to give him the nerd voice. Alright, I guess we gotta give him the nerd voice because the glasses.
No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted.
The bespeckled boy, I think he's a parasaur, double checks the camera's display and smiles.
Yep, perfect. This will be a fine print for the yearbook.
Can I see? Clemont from X and Y? I'm assuming that's it, right? Let me check. It's probably him. I'm not a Pokemon guy. Weirdly enough, I was a Digimon guy, I was a Bakugan guy, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, I was a Beyblade guy, but I never got into Pokemon. I almost did, but I never got into it. Yeah, it's kind of like it, yeah? What hairstyle is this? I think there's also an Age of Ultron. No, not Age of Ultron. Age of Voltron character I'm thinking of too. But I've never watched Age of Voltron, so I wouldn't know. Pidge, that's what his name is, Pidge as well. I wonder if, like, Pidge played... I gotta watch that. That's another thing on my list that I'm never gonna be able to watch because now I got to focus on, school on my novel writing class, but, like, Pidge, yeah. Kinda gives me Pidge vibes as well. Can I see? His grin seems to widen at my interest.
Of course, here.
He turns the display toward me, showing a shot of the hallway. And has me as the focal point.
Pretty good, right?
I look a little closer and notice that I think it's a little out of focus. And dark. What do you have your f-stop set at?
Oh, shit.
He stops and glances up at me, pleasantly surprised to get the real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm taking it as an elective, too. I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm something of a scientist myself.
With Mr. Latican.
Thinking back to my memorized class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Yep.
Oh snap, cool, we'll be classmates. Mr. Latican's busy, so he just teaches...
Is it it's not an L, it's an I.
Yadican's.
How do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce...
Yadican's busy, so he just teaches it for one period.
He offers his hand out for a handshake. He has the most normal name. What the fuck? How is his name more normal than fucking Inco? Incognito's here. It's an I, not an L. Yeah, I had a feeling.
I'm Ben.
Inco. Friend achieved. I'm actually new here. Kinda
figured, being the only human student of this year and all. St. Hammond isn't one of the more popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the art programs. Even the campus itself is designed like a living art piece, so if you ever need help...
From the pause, I'm guessing he's offering some help. I wouldn't say no to a tour.
A tour, you say? Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I could point out some neat stuff along the way.
God, please! Please don't be a gender swap version of Naomi. Ben, I'm begging you here. Please don't be a gender swap version of Naomi, because you seem kinda nice, actually. He raises an eyebrow to himself in contemplation.
Might be a good idea to meet the principal, too.
He waits for me to follow him. Is it a human principal, like in the last game, or is it a dinosaur principal? Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school council president. Oh no! Oh no! Is it just trying to subvert my expectations? Like, oh, we know you played Snoot Game. We know Naomi. Yadikin is just Nakadai spelled backwards. I mean, it is. Is that why? Oh my god, is it gonna be Nakadai then? Is it gonna be a Nakadai teacher, like lookalike teacher then? Anyways, I really hope that the twist will be, oh, you guys think that Ben is gonna be just a male version of Naomi, but no, he's actually just kind of cool. God, because I like Ben right now. I actually kind of like Ben a little bit. He seems pretty fucking chill, but I'm scared. I'm so scared that he's just a gender swap version of Naomi. Because, like, his design kind of is starting to remind me a little bit of Naomi, but a little less obnoxious. While also, the fact that he's also the student council president in this game just has me a bit worried. And one of his priorities was taking photos for the school's yearbook for the first day page. Nakadai being Abri Killer from Bakuri Sentai Aba Ranger. God, I have so much shit on my list, man, to watch. That's just something else I have to fucking watch on my list now that I'm never gonna be able to get to because of my writing class. Every few minutes we'd pause so Ben could take a couple shots. mainly of the students talking with each other. And while I would watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, that camera looks amazing, and then there's all the extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. And I really want to broach it, but Ben feels the air between us talking more about the school. Fills the air, sorry. Not feels the air, fills the air. Whoops.
Which is why we still go by the Feather Tails, even though it's a tad distasteful.
The the Japanese version of White Dino Ranger from the Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Yeah, that you're talking about. Yeah, like that's what the Sentai Rangers are, right? Yeah. Which is like the original. Isn't that like the original version Sentai? God, is he gonna look like Sentai? Because I wouldn't know. Dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you give these tours to all the new students?
Ha, not really.
Okay, now I'm starting to fucking merge a bit of like Naomi's and fucking Nacer's voice into one. I'm plugging my nose and doing a lisp while making him sound suave at the same time. I'm doing all three at once. It's possible that Ben could be like a combination of Nacer and Naomi, right? Because he is kind of the first character we're introduced to, as well as like sharing some similar characteristics to both Nacer and Naomi a little bit. I mean, I'm looking at surface level traits though, and just what the story is showing me so far. But yeah.
Ha, not really. Although it is something I've thought about a lot. Oh, hold on a thought. Hey, Lunara.
Ben goes to greet a student, putting up some intricate wall banners. Fuck, I don't know what voice to give her. God, please don't tell me she's a reoccurring character, because I'm scared to give... I was already gonna give the main female lead, like, the voice I was gonna give her, but maybe I could just give her plain girl voice, because I'm thinking of giving, like, Gator character, maybe a more gravelly voice. A little bit more gravelly, more like what I did for Trish. Because I feel like that fit... I don't know, I didn't see much of her, but I feel like it might fit her better. Oh, hey, Ben. You have a good summer vacation?
I did. Great work on the decorations. They look even better than last year's.
Aw, thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished with, alright? The Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at antique artwork. Oh. She initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she gasps once she realizes, hey, you're a human, right? Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join. I just love human culture. There's just an amazing set of ancient masks at my place from ancient Europe, and I just adore them. Oh, that's impressive. I think he'd make a good curator. You know what? I probably would.
After that club display during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree.
We spent weeks studying that tribe, and weeks more practicing those dances. We also study and paint with those styles, like we're learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we can even get into sculpting like those old Venus statues. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track of my food so I can, know when it's gonna get here. We plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come.
Hey, that'd be neat. What do you say, Inco?
Maybe. I do love culture. Oh, that's great. Oh, listen, we have this old chieftain dress we've had for ages, and we just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. Okay. Right. I don't think about it. No way. I'd sooner endure a second impact event than wear something like that.
Well, hey, nice to catch up, Lunara. We got places to be. Take care.
Bye! She waves us off, and Ben continues leading me to the principal's office. Hey, Ben.
Oh, hey, Michael.
Alright, fuck, she's gonna be important. Because she's not silhouetted. Alright.
Oh, hey, Michael. Listen, we can't talk now, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah?
I'm floored. This guy seems to know just about everyone in the school as much as they know him. Talk about being on top of things. He points out a few more minor landmarks in the school and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break.
Man, sorry for having to stop so much.
No way! I think it's cool you know everyone.
If only I could be cool without making us late.
He notices a few more noteworthy landmarks, eventually leading me to its biggest draw. Right? I already knew that this place was known for art, but wow. Just outside the administrative offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of work. Paintings line the walls, with name play cards beneath detailing who the artists were. All created by alumni and attending students of the school. God, this is oddly nostalgic for me because, like, even though, like, my old high school wasn't, like, you know, necessarily known for its art program, when I did go down the art hallway, there was always, like the art wing. There was always, like, different pieces of art and, like, different, like, you know, I guess creative writing stories and, like, from, like, traditional art to, like, ceramics to, like, digital art kind of just posted up, like, on the walls of the hallway. Like, this is kind of weirdly, like, nostalgic for me a little bit.
And this is the gala. All of these pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations.
Whoa.
I know, right? One moment.
Ben turns to the nearest door and gives it a polite knock. Who is it?
It's me, Principal Scalar.
Alright, so... An Oviraptor, no older than her mid-30s, exits the room, holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. Alright. She's gonna be important. God, okay, what voice do I give you? Good morning, Benjamin. God, I'm starting to notice how few voices I have. How few voices I have.
Good morning. Inco, this is our esteemed principal.
Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide, mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I had noticed. You would be Mr. Ganito, yes? Yes? Every single principal rolled into one. Yeah, pretty much. God, I remember my, elementary school principal, middle school principal, like, looking exactly like this. And then, like, my vice principal, because I had, like, a male principal, in high school. Yes, but my name is... How wonderful. Gone is the exhaustion on her face, instead replaced with a very wide smile. I'm so happy that you've chosen our school for your last year, Mr. Nito. Then be sure to give him a thorough St. Harmon welcome, okay?
I already was.
If you ever need any assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Nitu. God, she pronounces our name wrong every time, isn't she? Like, if you look up principal in the encyclopedia, you'd see her. Yeah, honestly, probably. Or like a human version of this. Not to mention, the student council is also available for help. Isn't that right, Ben?
Yes, Principal Scalar.
Thank you, Principal Scalar. Oh, and Ben, a moment, please.
But...
Uh-oh. The parasaur is dragged into the office, leaving me alone in the school gala. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. I'm sorry, Pen, if I got you in trouble. Whatever they're saying, I can't hear over the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, it's probably not something I meant to hear. I move a few feet away out of earshot of the discussion inside. On the wall beside me is a framed panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Right? God, that's actually really impressive. Wow. I could practically use this thing as a map with how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly by the principal's office. The gentle brushstrokes, the vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off of the windows, and the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon. All of which combine together to give it a dreamscape feeling, like it's an idealized version of the city. It's beautiful. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny that this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with this level of skill and passion. Plot twist, it's going to be one of the students. I'm not sure which student it's going to be. It'd be surprising if it's the love interest. Love interest is possible, but like, I'm not sure if it was her. Q Halford. Oh, there's a name beneath it. I withdraw my Kavon Stone 60 from my bag, and with the compact lens I keep, I barely fit the entirety of the painting in frame for the shot. Checking the copy on my display, I realize I left out the title and the artist of the piece. The tag says, Dreamscape Artist O. Halford, 9th grade. So it really was a 9th grader. Okay, who is Halford? O. Halford. Alright, we're gonna have to remember that in the back of our mind. First place, 201M 2020. A freshman did this? Jeez. Now that I look at the rest of the painting, this is insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all of the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, and yet not even one photo. Oof. Oh, I feel that a little bit. Same year as Snoot. Oh, I see. God, I feel this a little bit. Like, looking at a really good artist and realizing, like, you know, how much better they are at art just kind of hurts a little bit. It's inspiring, but it also can hurt a bit. I wonder if his interest lies only in, photography, though. He says it's better than anything he's made. Maybe he took on photography instead of art, because, like, maybe... I am making shit up a little bit, though. But I was gonna say, maybe he took up photography because he felt like he wasn't good enough as an artist with, like, drawing or painting. But, like, that's a heavy assumption. It says what I've made here, so that's what got me thinking that.
Hey, Inco, I'm back.
I'm a senior. How on earth am I meant to even start measuring up here? Bro, the official Cafe Hunter trailer is out. Oh, thank you, Dynamic. I'll try to watch it after the stream. We are in our own head.
Inco.
What's that sound? Ben nudges me back with the back of his hand as the commotion gets closer. Hey, watch it, jackass. Slow your roll, Leatherface. My leg! I watch as the aggressor, Gator, finally rounds the corner and comes barreling down the hallway, speeding right towards us. My instincts kick in, and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. For just a split second, I get a good look at my assailant. Okay, there's no shading here. Okay, it seems like the sprites had shading and they're more defined in this game, but like the artwork, like the CGs like this, don't have as much shading. Oh, because it's an animated cutscene. Alright, that's fair. Oh, there's the shading. First meeting. Green scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. She propels herself forward with dexterous hands, spinning the large wheels on her. I only now notice that she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. Okay, I did remember hearing like a 4chaner, kind of a 4chaner love story a little bit, with a girl in a wheelchair who was like kind of confined to her home, and then like Anon. Don't ask me how I heard the story. I heard it on YouTube. And Anon kind of, just, started visiting her, spending time with her and all that. Is that... Could that story have possibly inspired this story? How to find is searching Cafe Hunter official on YouTube. Alright, thank you, Dynamic. She glances my way, and her pupils lock onto mine. Her gray and gold eyes are marred by bags, like she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. Let me guess, one of those green text channels? Yeah, it was probably that. And that expression, it's like she's looking straight through me. I'm sure she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however. Cutscene continues, or does it just fades out? It fades out. Okay. She's gone. As she leaves, I feel a weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into the glass case behind me. Oop. Ooh.
Hey, watch it.
Whoops. Hey, you pushed me back. The Parasaur's hand roves over the display carefully, his eyes filled with worry. You looking for something?
Cracks. Usually when another student falls into them, there's some kind of crack or scratch. Guess that's just a dino thing. Humans are lucky. You don't gotta sweat over this kind of stuff.
That happen often?
Often enough to drain school funds and repairs.
That can't be good.
Well, not to brag, but I make do.
Classic school bell. A body has been discovered. A vibrato chime echoes through the now empty hall. Alright. Freeze. Tardy on the first day. Oh, that's why she was rushing.
Huh. Whoops. Sorry to run on like that. You should get going to your first class.
Won't I need a tardy slip or something?
Nah, it's the first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine either way since,
But one of the benefits of being class prez. What's
your first period?
Physical education. Ben sexy airs through his teeth in a prolonged wince. Uh-oh, that's not good. You might
actually need that tardy slip. You'll be fine. Gymnasium's down that way. Don't keep him waiting too long. I need to get going too.
Keep who waiting?
I'm gonna go to bye.
Uh-oh. And now you get to meet the third and last of the humanoids in this universe. Really? There's like only 3? There's only 3 or 4. Because I'm also counting Spears in the last game. We got Anon, we got Spears, we got Inco. Who the fuck is this guy gonna be? That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in me. I follow Ben's directions towards the gymnasium. After all the earlier commotion, it's the first quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it to finally sort my thoughts. How many chapters are in this game, by the way, out of curiosity? Let's see. What do I think of this place so far? And like, how long is this game playtime-wise, if we don't go on any tangent? Like the tangent, like we did in Suit Game. Just curiosity thing, once again. It's certainly livelier than any of the schools I've been to. Ever since I've stepped foot in here, everything has been so lively and everyone seems so exuberant. It makes me feel a little out of my depth, since I'm so used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl earlier are eager to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. I mean, it is an art school. Everywhere else I've been, people just kept to themselves, like they're only there because they have to be. You think your first one is about 18 hours. Alright, this is gonna take a month or two for us to get through then, probably. Maybe a little longer because of how I sometimes go on tangents. It hits me. This school's art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here. That's why it's so active. Yeah, that seems about right. Well, alright. What can I do with this information? It means I could probably be friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other, there's bound to be an insane level of camaraderie, too. No, it must have been less. Okay, I see. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now, though, so I'll have to hold this thought for later. You know, I always wanted to play JRPGs on stream, but my fear is that, you know, because of how iconically long JRPGs can be, and since I can only, like, stream, like, maybe twice a week if we're lucky, that we'll just end up being in that series for forever. Oh, you're almost at 20 hours after 100%, meaning if we stream, like, 5 hours every day, it'll take us a month. It'll probably take us 2 months, knowing me, though, with, like, all the unrelated tangents I go through. I say a little over a month because sometimes we stream for 4 to 5 hours a night, so yeah. It just depends on how long we stream and how long the tangents go on for. Well, I think it could probably be faster if we skip through all the red dialogue, right? Probably. 3, since I've already seen someone stream those. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on! What do you mean you skipped everything in 1 to 3? God, that means this is gonna be really long. Ah, gym class, where the boys are separated from the men, and where the people with their Herculean physiques are able to show off their sculpted bodies. I am not one of those. I begin to remember how much I dreaded going to PE, yeah? The innumerable bad experiences from past schools pale in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Hopefully the school's PE is a lot less grueling. Uh-oh. Why would you invite fate to prove you wrong, Inco? It means I enabled skip unseen text and just did the choices. Okay, yeah. As I stand before the wooden double doors leading into the gym, I'm struck with how empty the area looks. That's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late! Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head like a foreboding spirit. I peer through the small windows on the door and see students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate who I can only guess is our gym teacher, with his arms crossed and a scowl on his face. I hope I can get away with being tardy. Probably not. As I walk into the... Yeah? My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. I don't even know what was thrown at me, but it might as well have been a cannonball. I spot the gym teacher, and even through his baseball cap, I could feel his stare. I could feel his stare of rage pierce my soul. Is it going to be Soldier from Team Fortress 2? Such intensity, and that ideal throwing form. It only missed by centimeters. That was a warning shot. Kinda! Okay, it's not a human. He's just a primate. Inco is the last human. Know this Know this and know it well, son. I have a policy. The three hominids are human, Neanderthal, and simian. I see. But I was thinking like human. But I guess technically caveman must have been was he a Neanderthal? And this is a simian then? I have a policy. Each of my platoons gets 1 free miss from me a year. And you just spent it. I shift my eyes to the students lined up next to him, and they're so stiff with fear that I can't tell what they're feeling. You got 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your squadron. Why in the great name of KVD Rocket are you late? Well, He didn't even move! Can't take it, I shut my mouth. The simian scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Listen up, because I'm only saying this once. In this class, we operate on tough love. We learn from our mistakes, so you better pray to Raptor Jesus you don't forget them. Because if you do... With 3 monstrous steps, the coach closed the distance of 10 yards to tower over me. I will be very upset. It reflects poorly on all of us, and that is not something I will accept. So I would love to see you maggots succeed. But if you don't, I'll make it unforgettable. Am I understood? I nod my head in fear. Fan-freaking-tastic! Now then, join the rest of your ranks and stiffen up. Why are high school gym teachers actually fit, but like the middle school and elementary school gym teachers are like out of shape? You know, I just thought of that. I don't know why. Once I confirm my bladder is still intact, I shuffle over to where my colleagues stand. I feel them staring at me with anger, like I'm responsible for the coach's teaching style. What an appalling first impression to make! I should just quit and start over somewhere else while I still can. The teacher takes a second to glance over at us, reminding himself of where he was before I had interrupted. Attention, maggots! Alright. It really is just... God, I'm sorry. It really is just the soldier from Team Fortress 2, huh? Pretty sure it is accepted fandom-wide that this is Anon's uncle on his mother's side, with Anon being a human-simian hybrid. Thus his crazy durability. I guess that makes sense. It's just, that sounds like more of a headcanon than a theory. Theory, though. Well, Inco is Anon's younger cousin. Because they're the only humans does not... Okay, just because they're the only hominids, it doesn't mean that they're all related to each other. You will all drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups. It's just 20 push-ups. It's not that bad. Those guts best be an ant's far off that pristine gym floor or else. Once again, 20 push-ups is not that bad. With a violent, loud blow of his whistle, the coach also takes his position to show the proper technique. Well, at least he's doing it too. I hide my wince as my knees impact roughly on the ground. The real pain starts as I try to keep pace with everyone around me. My best of the forearms threatening to splinter from the weight of my body and the speed of my jerky movements. God, Inco, you gotta fucking work out a little bit, my guy. I think the first chapter is named Anon's Trust Fund Cousin Goes to Dino Cal Arts. I never realized just how badly out of shape I was. Art kids. On your feet, you bipedal slugs! This guy, he ain't human. He's a simian. Some kind of primate, maybe. Close relative. Yeah, same bit. I feel my muscles hollering in pure agony as I force myself up from the gymnasium floor. By the time I'm back on my feet, my breathing is heavy and coming out in whistles. Now then, since it's only your first day of school, how about we have ourselves a good old game of dodgeball, alright? Dodgeball on the first day of school? God, I fucking wish. Plus, you know, the early baldness that they both have. Which they both complain about running in their family. You know what? That's fair. I guess that's fair. Did he say dodgeball? Oh yeah, dodgeball time! Oh, okay, he's giving me a Reed vibe. I shoot a glance toward the overly enthusiastic dino next to me, who is absolutely elated by the prospect of the upcoming game. We only finished the warm-up, and my muscles are already screaming. My knees shake, my lungs burn, and I'm so drenched in sweat that I'm sure I might need a shower after this. I really don't want to play dodgeball. Okay, I'm probably not going to give him Reed's voice. I might hold off on giving him Reed's voice. I might give him, like, a gravelly version of Reed's voice. Hold on. Can I do that? Hold on. Aw, dude. Okay. Aren't we lucky? First day of school, we get to play a game. I don't do dodgeball. Why not? I'm not exactly the absolute himbo with infinite riz. Is he a himbo? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go! I love me a good himbo, yes! Alright. Alright, maggots, pick a side and keep the numbers even. This is a suicide match. Ah, and free for all too? Damien, why don't you socialize by picking your teammates? Shades, you're on blue team. Wait, but why are there teams if it's free for all? Alright, I'm going with the human dude. He's an himbo. Before I can figure out the rules for this dodgeball game, the Dilophosaurus, I hope I pronounced that right, I was never a dinosaur kid, wraps an arm around my neck and brings me to his side of the field. Aw, I love him already. Shit. I love this guy already. I love Damien already. Damien's my favorite character already. Let's go. I mean, a bit too friendly, but like, I like him. Fuck, you calling him a himbo has already made me extremely biased. Oh, and one last thing. His leering tone frees me to the spot. What's the first rule? We only got one. Have fun? Gang up on the weakest one! Uh-oh. Wait, what? Fuck. Oh no! In a matter of seconds, the gymnasium becomes a full-blown battleground. I do my best to dodge the oncoming flurry of red rubber spears coming my way like bullets. I dive to the ground, avoiding the oncoming projectiles as they soar overhead and pelt my comrades. I hear the blows and guttural groans of those who have already succumbed to the onslaught of inflated orbs. Combat calling away from the fierce front, I entrench myself along the edges of the field in hopes of being ignored. You're the only human in this school, good luck. I cast my gaze to the rest of my allies and oh god, it's a full rout! So many How's the first day of school treating you, bro? I look up to see the thin dino, the same pink oh my god, Dilophosaurus, who had dragged me to his side of the court, staring down at me and smiling. What do you think? I watch as he casually dodges an incoming ball before throwing his own. Name's Damien, by the way. Inco. Nice to meet you. You two, Chrome Dome and Frills. Who said you two had time to talk? Does my gymnasium look like a debate stage? I mean, maybe if we got those stands from the auditorium, maybe. I know this guy's uncle that could probably make a real classy podium. He's Reed for sure. Oh man, he is like Reed coded for sure. I look up at Damien with absolute bewilderment. What's this guy thinking? The coach looks like he's about to explode. Don't play smart with me, son. Keep your trap shut and eyes focused on the enemy. Damien just smiles and gives the coach a thumbs up, as if we aren't in the middle of an active war zone, right? You got it, Mr. Sully. That's Coach Sully to you. And what's the hold-up, Shades? You're making yourself an easy target on the floor. Get up and play to win. Alright, I guess it's my time to do something of worth. but I'm not exactly good at dodgeball. Oh, maybe I could do the blocking thing for everyone. That should hopefully make it so that everyone isn't peeved at me for wasting the warning shot. But here's where things change. I could totally turn this around. All is equal in the court. A ball aimlessly rolls on the floor in front of me, calling out to be my ammunition. We're gonna throw it and it goes fucking nowhere. I somehow weave through 2 shots and pick up the ball. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. I'm on fire. There's no way I'm losing now. I grab onto the ball and start blocking any shot that so much as crosses our side of the field. Yeah, I'm doing great. Block 1, block 2, block 3. Now I'm really feeling it. I bet everyone's looking at me now. Any thought of playing the game suddenly left my mind like it was never there. Who cares? Doing this is more than enough. I could be the Hey, new guy! A new voice catches my attention. A crimson parasaurus. Looks like a female character. Oh no, we're gonna get hit. What voice do I give her? I don't know what voice to give her yet. I'll give her normal girl voice, and then when we loop back to her, I'll give her her own specific voice. I want to see her design before we, I give her a voice. Think fast! What? Shit. The floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here at all. A pair of extremely dirty sneakers enters my field of view. You gonna get up, Shades? No, I give up. Alright, gang up on the weakest one. Alright, everyone, here we go. Oh man, that hurts. How long was I out? I'm laying down on something soft. Where am I? The nurse's office? Yeah. My vision clears and I sit up from the plastic bed. Sure is bright in here. Oh shit! I broke my sunglasses! Luckily I brought my reserve pair. Like fucking Johnny Cage? What? Much better. I stand from the rubber mattress, taking in the tiny room, finally. All alone? Not even a school nurse or anything? Oh, there she is. She looks like she's attending to another student who has his snout stuck in a comb. Oh, my food's gonna get here in like 3 minutes. Hold on, let me see. What time is it? Okay, never mind. It's not gonna be in a few minutes. Shh. Huh. Looking at the clock on the wall, it's already noon. That would explain the pounding headache. Finally awake, Shades? I sit ramrod straight. The fear of God shook it into me once more. Raptor God. Calm yourself, cadet. You ate dirt pretty hard back there. Oh man, yeah. Wait, you did that? I did. Punted you right in the back. Do you know why? Because I messed up? Be more specific, kid. Because I gave up. Because I couldn't be a good teammate and got hit in the face? Wrong. It was after that. Nothing happened after that. You gave up. No, you gave up. There we go. Yeah, see? But I was doing well. You think so? I was blocking the balls and all. You weren't blocking anything. You were showing off. You found a single thing you could do and started dancing around like a clown. You focused on the easy thing and gave up on the real thing. Oh, okay. Is this where our arc is going to be? We focus, like we're just focusing on surface level stuff. We're like, are we a focus level kind of person? Focus on looking successful, but we don't do any substance with it? Like we look for the easy way out? Instead of like working hard and becoming a better person? Is that what our arc's gonna be? That might be a type 3 like thing. I'm not sure if that's a type 3 like thing though. Or if it's like, I don't know. We might do a character analysis in the final stream.
You were so focused that you forgot to look around for a moment. And here you are. I know a defeated man when I see one, and there's no way in hell I'm letting a student of mine give up so easily. It's only the first day. It's the first period on the first day, and you're already giving up.
Yeah?
Either way, that's a pretty bad lump you ended up with. You gotta watch around some students, if you know what I mean.
I blink a few times and recall the chick that yelled at me to catch, followed by pounding me in the face.
That one, she's,
He chuckles to himself a bit.
She's something, alright.
Oh boy. Yeah, looked like the devil herself.
Anyways, take the rest of the day off, kid.
What? But what about my other classes? I still got to get my syllabuses.
I'm telling you to go home. The principal gave you the okay.
Feel my head again. Another stab of pain. Am I really not good to go back to class? Wasn't I getting lectured about this just a few moments ago? Well, I don't want to give up so easily.
No, you should go home to your folks.
Scratches the back of his head, slightly embarrassed.
Right. About that. We tried calling them earlier. Couldn't reach them.
I give a sad half smile. Yeah, that sounds about right. I can make it home on my own, fine on my own. He nods.
When you get back, don't give up so easily.
He holds the door to the nurse's office open. I nod and exit the office, Coach slowly closing the door behind us.
Oh, and here's for tomorrow.
A brown paper bag is shoved into my arms, along with my backpack. Peeking in, I see something blue and gold wrapped in plastic.
If you hadn't been late, you could have changed into those.
Thank you, sir.
Next time, Shades, think faster, got it?
Yes, sir. The smile is positively unnerving.
Now scram, cadet!
Teacher seems actually kind of cool. There's obviously another side to him. I'm interested. Is he going to be like the Spears of this game, kind of our mentor character almost? Hope this is officially the worst first day I've ever had. As my feet drag along the linoleum floor, I can't help but painfully think of all the failures of the past few hours. No thanks to a very prominent bump on the back of my head. How? I'm worse than everyone here, both on a creative and physical level. I know I really should be bothered by it, but I hate seeing just how far behind I am compared to everyone else. Yeah, like, I feel like he is definitely more of a Type 3 or Type 4 kind of person. Maybe Type 3. I'm leaning more towards Type 3, though. I could be wrong. This is very early into the arc. And I thought I'd make new friends. What was I thinking? I stopped to shake my head a bit. What the heck am I doing sulking like this? It's a bad first day, and it's just the first day. There's still all the rest. I still met Ben and Damien. They're pretty cool. I'm not gonna let my optimism be ruined just because of a bad dodgeball match. Just you wait, St. Hammond. Today was a test run. Tomorrow's the real deal. Morning comes. And so do I. What does our room look like? Our room looks pretty nice, actually. I've always had a decent internal clock, but it's a new record for me to get accustomed to a new sleeping schedule in just one day. Yeah? God, I always wake up before my alarms now, especially with this fully grown lump on my scalp. I move an arm from my sheets and feel my head. Yeah, that's bruised real good. Could be worse though. Alright, time to get up. I slump out of bed and yawn, stretching my arms and cracking my spine a bit. My new room is pretty nice. Quite spacious, even with all the still sealed boxes. I brush my hand over one of them, the other one with my the one with my other clothes. I'll get around to opening them at some point. Right now, though, it's time for breakfast. Are we gonna have different outfits every time, or no? Same sprite every time. I shuffle downstairs into the heart of the house. The morning sunbeams shining through the window draw my eyes to look out to the new neighborhood. The driveway is empty. Looks like my parents are already gone for the day. No surprise there, really. That it's all they ever focus on. The shiver runs up my spine as my feet step on the icy tiles of the kitchen. My eyes are drawn to some taped up boxes that are still scattered about on the counters. There's a familiar sticky note on the fridge, and I don't even have to read it to know what it says. At this point, Mom's just wasting paper. The least you could do is reuse the same note and make small addendums to it. I snag a plate from the nearest drawer and open up the freezer. No fresh produce to be seen, but there's still the mostly full box of breakfast burritos. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. What's that smile? Plate loaded with a couple of the minuscule flour-wrapped meals. I set the microwave and wait for the burritos to hopefully not burn or explode inside. While I wait, though, I check my phone. Alright, what does our phone look like? I scan over my newsfeed and check out some of the people I'm subscribed to, hoping there's something to watch during my meal. Unfortunately, nobody posts videos or streams this early in the morning. Guess I'll just have to watch a suggested video then. I prop my phone up and click on something random. At the ding of the microwave, I retrieve my breakfast, carrying it carefully so I don't burn my hands on the bottom of the plate. I give the first burrito a test bite and... oh, the inside's still cool. I don't want to stick it back in though. The tortilla would just become a brick then, yeah. I shrug it off, continue chewing, and watch my phone. Top of the morning to you! Top of the morning, folks! Oh my god, it's Jacksepticeye. Top of the morning to you, laddie! I can't get that high, while also trying to have a bit of a gravel in my voice. By the time the video ends, I finished the last half of the half-thawed burrito. Pocketing my phone, I slip the plate into the sink and head out for the day. This time, I'm at least getting through the day. Today, survival. Tomorrow, thrival. I'll work on it. God. On the metro again. I take a little more time to check out my surroundings. Same 4 people every time. The sun shines through the window across from my normal seat. There's this one chick that was there yesterday, probably on her way to work. It's probably a set routine for her at this point. She always does a bit of makeup first and then checks her phone for the rest of the way. When the sun shines through the window, it highlights her hair in a really neat way. Like a movie poster almost. Time to take a picture? I take a picture, but it might be a little too awkward for me. Also, everything's disappeared. Why is it so dark? Okay, who is this guy? I don't know what voice to give him. How's Hammond treating you so far, Mr. Nito? A voice so deep it reverberates in my bones calls from above. I don't think I can do a deep voice. That's the deepest I can go. Who are you exactly? I'm taken aback at his authoritative stature. Ooh, whoops, sorry. I had a yawn there. His head is nearly grazing the top of the passenger car. How did he even get in here? Oh, it's been great so far, Mr. Ferris. He offers out his hand for a shake, though his palm alone smothers my entire hand. How do you know my name? We're clearly going to school. The nearest one is St. Hammond. I'm already aware of a new human student, if you don't mind my profiling. Oh, you got all that just from looking at me? I'm practically joking. Your full name is printed on your backpack. Oh, you know that's dangerous, right? Oops. Yep, that's me, alright. But please, I know it's only been a few days since the year started,
but I'd like to hear your opinion so far.
Is this a questionnaire or something?
Not exactly, but it is of some importance to an assignment of mine.
What does that mean?
Oh, what am I being secretive for? I'm an adult. I'm here to audit your school. See the teachers, know the students, make sure it's a proper place of learning. I wish it were something worth being secretive about. More often than not, it's just paperwork and office politics.
Oh, alright then. My thoughts on the school so far. I considered telling him about the teacher nailing me with a dodgeball to make a point. Nah, I'm over it. Oh, the classes I have are great, and the teachers I have are a dynamic bunch. He thumbs the inside of his coat pocket for his pen, but decides he doesn't need it yet.
I see. Any favorites?
I mean, I don't have any favorites, but all the staff seem pretty lively. Ferrets lets out a heavy rumbling chuckle.
That's certainly good to hear. And what of your fellow students? Made any friends?
It's been a bit of a struggle, but it's always been that way for me since my folks move around a lot. I think I'm doing pretty good this time around.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's the jacket.
The jacket.
I give my label a quick tug for extra style points. The Coastline Cotton Nylon Bomber 32. Part of the latest catalog by A&F.
I see.
Does he need to lean so close to expect it? If the carriage rocks in any way, he'll probably turn me into a piece of modern art against the window.
And that's really what the youth are into these days.
Hey, the results speak for themselves. Whatever he's thinking about, it's got nothing to do with his work. I think I have a pretty good idea of what it could be, though. Mr. Ferris? Do you got no swag? What? Inco?
Well, I guess that probably answers it. I admit to being a little gray. I'm aware I'm not exactly with it anymore.
Well, even the older generations can dress to impress. You just have to see what people wear today. Okay. You just have to see what people today like to wear. Yeah, Inco seems to care a lot about his appearance, too. Cares a lot about appearances as well. And dresses to impress. Which is the opposite of Anon, who just kind of was like, you know, trying to be more casual, trying to keep his head low. Kind of like, I say type 9. I say Anon's a type 9. Inco feels more like a type 3. Trying to look impressive, you know, and trying to give off the feeling of success. While kind of envying other people's success as well a little bit. And wanting to be successful himself, I guess? Maybe.
I'm certainly willing to listen to the youth of today, yes. It is somewhat important to my job to know how the student body thinks. And my niece often suggests dressing more relaxed, whatever that means.
Does she ever see you in casual clothes?
I'm wearing them now.
I could save him. The rest of the trip was quick, but we continue small talk about trends. When we arrive at my stop, he attempts to give me his business card. For someone whose mere presence could stop a fight, he seems like a genuinely nice fellow. Anon being dirt poor also meant he had to be very conscious of what his budget went to. Yeah, that's true. So bulk buying 12 sets of the same clothes just made sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's fair too. I guess it's like a difference in life, in like, you know, what support system they have, life experience as well. Which I guess the anemogram also kind of looks into a little bit. Especially if he also wanted to save up for stuff he really wanted. Yeah, like video games and all that. I look forward to talking to him again. Alright, how close is my food? Okay, it's saying 3:45. So like 2 minutes from now. Oh god, those... Okay, you know what? Let's go on a break now real quick. Alright, we're gonna go on a quick break right now real quick. So I can pick up my food downstairs, and then I'll be right back. so I don't understand. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Once again, got myself a juice from Jamba Juice and Pokeball. I wonder what food debate we're gonna end up having in this game. And then I can bring the streams full circle by ordering food from that relates to it. I might just do pizza again, in all honesty, though. Looks like Monk had to leave real quick. Sad I couldn't see him out. Alright, yeah, let's continue. Sorry about that, y'all. Oops. There we go, right hotkey. Oh god, those burritos were a mistake. The stomach is roiling after the warm-ups.
Alright, maggots, today we'll be working on your cardiovascular system. By that I mean good old-fashioned mile run.
Conditioning?
I want everyone out on the track and field yesterday.
I noticed Damien's mouth open as soon as Coach Solly yells the words.
And no, Damien, that doesn't mean I want to see you time travel. Unless, of course, you mean running so fast that you hit 88 miles an hour.
Okay, that was just a Back to the Future reference. And just as quickly, Damien shuts his mouth and shoots Solly a thumbs up. Solly's only reply is to let out a snort.
Double time it now, cupcakes!
There's no hesitation from me this time. I followed the rest of class and do the run Solly wanted. Alright, well, we faded out. Hold on, give me a minute here. I'm gonna see if I can try and mix this better, but I don't think I can. This is the best I can do. I'm starting to think maybe I should have gone for like a 4 per spoon instead of like chopsticks. As expected, I rapidly fell behind the pack. Up. Faded in again. Alright, I'm gonna take one more bite. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I eat this food relatively. Alright.
Hey, Inco, nice of you to drop by. How are you doing?
Damien, what are you doing back here?
Aping my new bud and company, of course. What are you doing?
Trying not to vomit.
You're doing great then.
Thanks, I guess. Shouldn't you be at the very front of the pack, though?
Next to Mia? Nah, man, not her.
Mia? Mia? Uh-oh.
You know, the one who knocked you out yesterday.
A brief flashback reminds me of the red Parasaurus. Ah, her.
By the by, glad to see you doing way better today. You're even up and running.
Yeah, glad I didn't wind up with permanent brain damage. You know, what does he look like dressed normally? What does he dress like normally? I'm very curious now. Hey, question. Was what happened yesterday normal around here?
Well, Mia's a wild one, that's for sure. That's not to mess with her unless you're into those sort of chicks. In that case, be my guest.
My god. Is he that bad?
As for Sully, yeah, he's always like that. You get used to it though. He ain't a bad guy once he warms up to you.
If you say so. I had to crack my back there real quick.
Hey, don't worry, man. You're going to fit right in no time.
No time flat. Whoops.
In fact, you should sit with us at lunch. That way we could give you the proper welcome and stuff.
Lunch, I mean...
Inco, Damien, don't fall behind!
Sully's voice snaps me from my mini stupor and makes me realize just how far behind Damien and I had fallen behind the rest of the class. Made me realize just how far behind Damien and I had fallen behind the rest of the class. Was fallen behind how far behind we were. Like, I feel like you could have simplified this a little bit.
Whoops. Better catch up with the others before Solly brings out the punitive measure.
Excuse me, the what?
You want to find out, brother? Trust me.
What?
Come on, dude. Let's jet.
Before I could say another word, Damien gets behind me and starts pushing me forward, forcing my legs to move faster than they ever should have. I have to struggle to not trip over myself, but somehow I managed to keep up the pace that Damien was forcing my whole body to maintain. Alright, we fade it out again. Hold on. 5 minutes and 3 more laps later, I fall flat on my ass, my heart beating so fast and lungs burning so fiercely that every breath feels like sandpaper scraping against my throat. Regardless of that though, I finished the jog. The first small step towards conquering my physical weakness.
Good job, maggots! Keep this up and you'll be soldiers yet!
Solly turns to me and with a slight grin shoots me a thumbs up.
Okay, that's all for today. Hit the lockers, cupcakes!
Alright. Damien helps me back up and I join the rest of the male students as we head back to the locker room. Okay, hold on. Soundtrack in this game is also pretty good. Is it also going to be sound-alikes that will have me worried about whether or not I'm going to get hit with copyright? Because if so, I might like the soundtrack a little less. We talk a bit more about our interest and other school matters on the way. Damien filling me in a bit on St. Hammond's history during the 3 years he'd been in attendance. By a bit of luck, our lockers aren't that far apart from one another, but our conversation isn't a real possibility considering all the other ones going on in the relatively cramped locker rooms. There really isn't that much more time to chat before the bell rings and our next class switch. So that's how he dresses normally. Alright, that's neat. Goes for jacket around hips instead of wearing it normally, alright. I'll wave goodbye to Damien and start looking for my next class, alright.
Don't forget, lunch with the buds!
I nod in reply as I turn around and head down the hallway toward my next class. Making my way down the hall, I take notice of the surroundings. Though everything about the school seemed pretty normal, there are some key modifications made to better suit the majority of the student body. Mainly water fountains that settle a good 10 or more feet above me. Overall, nothing crazy special. This next class I'm sort of looking forward to. AP Art Design. AP? You're an AP class. Alright. AP Art Design. The class looks like it's in a studio classroom on the 2nd floor. Alright, we fade it out again. Hold on. Every fade, I'm going to take a bite. Part of the school here is built to be both inside and outside, with open ceilings and walls here and there. Since it's also the art wing, the displayed pictures are coated in hydrophobic layers and framed. Although since it's the start of the year, the halls are freshly cleared, waiting to be filled in as the semesters pass. Of course, there's no shortage of drains. This hall in particular is displayed prominently in the school's advertising material for a good reason. And the carefully and expertly built dynamic between the surrounding nature and the school, and even the building materials themselves, is nothing less than mystical. God, the backgrounds here are breathtaking, really, like genuinely. Holy shit. These backgrounds are beautiful. I can already feel the creative juices flowing. Soon enough, I'm standing just outside the door to my next class. Much like the school wall outside, it's decorated in various colors and patterns, each corner painted and tagged by different students. I barely step foot inside before the bell rings. Since I was the last one in, all but one of the other seats were taken. It's pretty close to the front. While many of the students look well prepared, some are clearly ready to fall asleep within the next few minutes. Then there's a teacher. Okay, I don't know if this is a reference to anything. This just looks like a normal teacher to me, bro. He's standing up by the board, waiting for me to finish looking around and take a seat. Since he isn't urging me to look for a seat, he must be used to new students taking it all in. That must be the art teacher. Somehow he looks young and old at the same time. Yeah? I got that feeling too. Well, we don't want to hold up the class for too long. Try not to take the teacher's hospitality for granted. I take the seat closest to me in the front row. Not in the back by the window? We're not the protagonists for sure. Even with me sitting down, the art teacher still continues to idle, instead staring at the seated students with a hazy stare. Nobody else seems to be paying attention to him, save for a few people here and there. A few students are whispering something behind me. Where was he yesterday? Hey, I'm not complaining about less work. Yeah, but on the first day? Oh. Huh, so in a way, it's the teacher's first day as well. So he was out? Okay, that's strange. Okay, that's gonna be unique. Could he have been the freshman? Way back when? Oh, there's no way. It'd take a while to get a teaching degree. So I didn't miss anything in this class. That's pretty cool, actually. Uh-oh. The teacher slams the front of his desk with both fists, the sound echoing through the room. It's a signal for all auxiliary conversations to cease and the class obeys. Uh-oh. Despite the sudden furniture abuse, the teacher doesn't look agitated. Rather, he's got a massive grin on his face. Uh-oh. The phrase, "a winning smile," comes to mind. Alright then. The pale pterodactyl holds what looks to be a metallic tray on a stick. Good morning, class. Thank you, Raptor Jesus, for forcing me to wear prescription shades. My classmates are all wincing in pain and wiping at their eyes. No. We are Naser in this game, huh? And welcome to AP Art Design. He holds up the stick haphazardly. This is a flash pen. Saw it in an antique store yesterday. Thought it'd be a good introduction. It's not important. Worthless, actually. The class witnesses as the stick is chucked into the garbage bin and shattered. What? Excuse my absence yesterday. I had other matters to take care of elsewhere. My name is Mr. Iraken. Okay, I gotta search this up now. Nakadai. I was thinking Nakadai from Your Turn to Die, but no, it's Nakadai, Fuck, it is, what was I saying? If I do Super Sentai, Nakadai. There he is. Okay, he does not look like it. I guess it's just the name reference then. Unless it's based off... It's the name. The name is based off the... Hold on. Now I gotta look this up. White Ranger Dino Force. Maybe. I haven't seen the White Ranger Dino Force. That's Nakadai. Yeah, no, he does not look like. Neither of them look like. Okay. God, I was expecting him to look like one of them, but I guess not. Within the blink of an eye, the teacher replaced the sun on a stick with a fancy marker and managed to scrawl his name across the board in the finest show of calligraphy. And I shall be your guide as we explore the expanse of the creative world. Let's not dilly-dally then, shall we? For a teacher, he's very animated. This first week, we'll be going in depth on the history of the fundamentals of art. Perhaps a little trial by fire as well, to get your creative juices flowing. You know, he kind of reminds me of my current teacher right now for like, for writing. I kind of asked for permission to start the work early, and he was really animated like this in his emails. I haven't seen like a video of him. I won't say he was like this animated, but he was definitely, you know, more upbeat, more excited than most of the other teachers I got. Like, you know, he's pretty energetic. I kind of wish there was a way I could have taken an in-person class with him instead of taking an online class with him. Would have been interesting to see his teaching style in person, you know. But unfortunately, I have the online version of this class, so I guess I'm just stuck with it. Stuck with what I have now. Perhaps in another life. Fuck. Now his voice is fading into the narrative. Into narration. There are murmurs from my classmates, so I pay them no mind. In fact, the prospect of doing some creative work to create something that I could possibly show off. Yeah, he's thinking show off. Yeah, see, look, he's thinking like show off and standing out. That's like an Enneagram 3 thing almost, you know? For a brief moment, I picture my own name on a place card in the hallway outside of the principal's office. For now, though, I'd like for all of you to open up your book to page 3. Right, my book. We forgot our book. Wait, what book? Wait. Looking around, I see that everyone else has a novel-sized hardcover book open. Oh, must have gotten them yesterday. Just admit it. Now then, class, we'll be starting with... I hesitantly raise my hand. Mr. E. the Cancer. I, don't have a book yet? You don't have... How? The substitute passed them all out yesterday. Oh. His eyes flicker open for a second as he connects some internal dots. The words on the street is that some new kid got concussed so hard he had to leave early. Did the street at least mention I was doing well before that? Inco. Oh my god, Inco is type 3 coded for sure. Holy shit. He cares about appearances so much. Oh, of course not. You're Mr. Nito then? Yes, sir. Given the circumstances, I'll let it slide. For now, why don't you share one with one of your classmates? After class, I'll write you a note that you can give to the librarian. Thank you, sir. I kind of regret being so late, because the only person I could realistically share with is the person to my side. So, hey. Fuck. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wasn't she the one speeding through the hallway yesterday? Just like back then, I feel her gaze, piercing and cold, as if she's not even seeing me next to her. Would it be okay to share the book? It will only be for today. Instead of a verbal response, she lets out a defeated low groan, like I just spit in her cereal. She then huddles back over her page. Oh gee, sorry I asked. It's only the first real day. Maybe I won't need it. Olivia, come on, share with them this one time. I already told them I'd personally resolve the issue. Just help me out here, alright? She responds by making a show of sighing deeply while rolling her head back and around. God. So Trish is the waifu this time around, huh? Ordinarily, there would be a groan to go with the gesture, but she remains silent. Her head hangs low in defeat, and she nudges a book a few centimeters closer to me. Thanks. I slide my own desk closer to her, just enough that I can read the page. While the teacher orates the page as if reading from depth of a hunter, I follow along while simultaneously trying to capture anything that stands out into my notebook. A lot more difficult than expected, as Mr. Itakan seems to put emphasis on every word he spoke. I feel like I was just copying the page wholesale. My eyes turn from the book to the girl's notes, and those are some various murderous-looking claws on her fingertips. For a split second, I see them retract. She wipes her fingertip on a small hand towel, and the claws extend again into a bright red puddle on their desk. The single red-colored claws pressed on her paper for a moment, then quickly tugged and twirled around and twisted, leaving behind a red cursive sentence on the page. She's writing with her claws? That's kind of cool. Cool. The silver irises flick my way once more. What? What you're doing? That was pretty cool. A hint of red creeps across the girl's cheeks. Looks back at the book and hunches her shoulders as high as she humanly can. Huh? She's now leaning over her notes, even using the book as extra protection from the pages. I should be focusing on my own notes, yeah. An impossible task now, though, as the colorful calligraphy next to me has piqued my curiosity. The quill talent continues to delicately etch each note onto the page, and it only leaves the page to dip into what looks like a tiny paint palette at the edge of the desk. The claws extend once again, and now there's a faint rumbling. Uh-oh. We are about to get smacked. Hey! I hadn't meant to get caught up in it. Sorry, wait for her to give me a name. She doesn't. Her name is Olivia. She simply returns her focus to the book between us. I wonder what her deal is. In either case, I turn my attention back to class. Hope I can make up for lost time. And it's hard to ignore the Gator girl, though. Especially when those icy gray eyes of hers feel like icicles poised to stab through me. Hey, wait a second. Those hand motions. She's not writing anything right now. She's drawing. Well, it's none of my business. Yeah, don't look. No one's allowed to look at me while I'm making art. But I am rather curious. Is this a choice? I make a show of leaning back to yawn. Now I can see it's... Wow. Whoa. It's a calligraphic doodle of me. There's no mistaking it. It's my jacket and sunglasses. That's pretty cool. Nobody's ever really drawn me before. Hold on, I'm gonna take another bite of this real quick. Awesome. Well, there were those others on the first day of school, but that's different. They weren't using their own claws or ink. Oh man, I can't wait. I gotta ask for a closer look. Oh wait! Holy shit! I just processed that her first name is Olivia! Oh! What's your last name? Did you make that other art piece? Don't go for a closer look. Hey. The picture is super cool. Can I see it? She glares me in the eyes, but slowly brings out the sheet she was doodling on. With the paper more visible, I could just barely make out all the important details. The line work is sharp, each stroke an organic curve, and when combined formed what had to be me. It even had my glasses and a negative space at the head. Though that was a That was with the multiple swerving lines coming out of my drawing's head. Dude, this is great. She rolls her eyes and starts retracting the page. Hold on, let me see the art again. Can I see the art again real quick? Swerving lines is the head, okay. Can I take a picture of it? Pause. Why? Nobody's ever done something like that for me. I just want to remember it. Was that a smile I saw? No, it's just 2 dots. She passed the paper over to me. It's yours. Oh, really? Thanks. Don't mention it, but don't. She's nice. After a grueling period made worse by my own anxiety, the bell rings to set us free. Freedom! Finally, freedom at last! Just stay for a moment longer, Inco. I get some sideways glances from the other students as they leave, no doubt suspecting I'm a teacher's pet already. With few strokes from his pen, Ida-can hands me a note. Just show this to the librarian, and she'll hand you your books. On your way now. A quick trip to the library earns me my missing books. I haven't got a fancy laminated library card. Ida-can's introduction to his class certainly has me excited for photography next. First stop, though, lunch. Can't take pictures on an empty stomach. Alright, hold on. Speaking of which... Between my lackluster breakfast and gym class, I'm starving. Despite my hunger, though, I'm stopped dead in my tracks as I look around the cafeteria for a place to sit. The whole place is overtaken by lawless anarchy. I've never seen a riot like this intense. A few students have even crawled halfway up the wall, hanging by the decorative vines. Food flies about everywhere, utilized as ammunition rather than as subsistence. What, a food fight already? On second day? And yet the security guard by the door isn't moving. This must be acceptable? I started to think what would be bad enough to warrant him taking action. I've never seen anything like this at any of my old schools. But more importantly, conflicts have already formed from the previous day. I missed my chance to sit with anybody. Wait, it's only the second day. Why am I acting as though it's too late for anything? Yo, Nico! I'm sure to check from behind by what feels like an oversized fist or undersized boulder. If I wasn't already by a wall, I would have been sent sprawling or made into roadkill. When I turned about, I met with Damien's stupid grin. Ow, what? What, already forgot about me? You don't got anywhere to be, right? Yeah. You stuttered! Come on, we're going somewhere! May as well, right? Damien excitedly motions at me to follow through the traffic of students going about the lunchroom. Peering into the crowd, waving me over, and disappearing again like he's outrunning something. Mia again? It's a good thing I hadn't gotten my own lunch yet. It'd be dumped on the ground about 3 elbows ago and a slap... 3 elbows and a slap ago. Through the clamoring, I hear something about a turf war restarting with the new year, and that megalodons will continue to rule. Somewhere mixed in is the undeniable sound of a steel chair clattering to the ground. This place is an actual war zone now. How on earth is Damien able to weave through these guys so easily? Eventually, he leads me to the far corner of the room and to his usual lunch table.
Hey, you're alive!
I think one of my ribs is cracked.
That's just the school spirit you're feeling. Ugh.
I feel less like a person and more like a well-used punching bag. Some of the dialogue is really good, in all honesty. I finished stretching my wounded back and actually checked the table. It's basically empty. There's only one other person here. Who? The Gator girl gives me an unamused raised brow. Hey, you?
Oh snap, you know Olivia?
Olivia, right, yeah.
The one and only. Why didn't you tell me you met already?
Because I sort of did. We're in the same class.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Still, that sounds awesome. All my lunch buddies are artists.
All?
Oh yeah, there's usually a third in our group, but she's out screwing around in school business. She'll probably be back tomorrow. Student council stuff can't take that long, right?
What's she need with the school council?
Oh, she doesn't need anything with the school council. She's in it. She's the treasurer.
The treasurer?
Something like that. What do you think, Olivia?
Olivia just grunts in reply. She doesn't even bother looking up from her lunch tray. Aren't you an artist too, Damien?
Nah, I don't got the patience to sit around for hours like that.
So you're not taking advantage of the art programs here?
Don't really need them. Home's just real close by. Only other artist here today is Olivia.
His arms wave over Olivia as if he was presenting her at an auction or something. For her part, the Gator girl just grunts again. Well, what do you do then, Olivia? Finally, she looks up, turning an indifferent look my way. Did she say something? What was that? The ambient war noises are a bit too loud. Can't hear a thing. Sorry, I can't hear anything you're saying over the...
Don't sweat it. She's just the real quiet type.
I paint!
Whoa, hey!
Holy hell, her voice is so raspy. As if she'd never drunk a drop of water in her life. Guess I hadn't noticed before when she gave those one-syllable responses, but for someone's voice to be strained from a single shout. She furrows her brows and looks back at her lunch, right?
Oh snap, we've been standing around for a while.
He sits back in his own seat, taking a huge bite of the mystery meat steak. Right, food. After the workout and poor breakfast today, I'm practically famished now. Particularly famished now. But... the line... All eyes look to where the lunch line should be. That's become a full-blown riot. Someone's got a fire extinguisher trying to stop it.
Oh, I probably should have waited for you to get yours. Oops.
The gamer returns to his steak, rather aggressively. But who am I to question dino etiquette and the act of using one's foot to anchor the food for tearing? Suddenly, the loud squeaking of rubber draws both our attention towards Olivia. She's holding onto one of her wheels, having just skidded across the granite floor.
Oh, what's up?
She tilts her head back towards the courtyard behind us. Looks like there's a few vending machines out there. I guess I'll check them out. I'll leave the group behind to go try and get lunch, alright? Nice. Not a fan of soda and chips for a meal, but it's enough for wartime survival. Hey, this thing accepts credit cards. Handy. Feeling like... My favorite color is drywall, store brand soda, pretending to be on a diet, baked chips. A huge fucking idiot. I'm going to get a sports drink. What the fuck? Alright, sports drinks it is. I pick out a few other brands I recognize, enough to tide me over the rest of the school day. I bend to pick up the bags from the dispenser slot, and that green chick's looking at me. She notices me gazing at her and hunches over again hurriedly. What's that all about? Right, making new friends. I buy a few extra sodas for the table. Carrying everything back in both arms, I place them on an empty spot, sliding a can of soda to Damien. Looks at me as if I just tossed him a gold bar. Whoa, dude! The Dillo boy's mouth opens up wide as he chops the bottom of the can, his fangs piercing the thin metal and spraying its contents down his gullet. God. Okay, I love Damien so much, man. I toss some over to Olivia as well. She eyes it as though it were booby-trapped before taking a bag of chips. Damien sighs happily as he chucks the shredded remains of cans his way. Caffeine ambrosia. What were we talking about before? Olivia's heart, right. She's really good, Inky. Like you wouldn't believe. Can you at least stick to a nickname? Really? Oh, totally. She's like won awards and stuff. She has? Can I see them? In fact, I could snap some glamour shots for you. No need to. I already got pictures on my phone. No, I mean, hold on. I pick up my backpack from the floor, unzipping it and retrieving my beloved camera from it. Do we show that? I'm actually into photography. The Dino man reaches for the well-aged DSLR, and on instinct I swat his hand away. Hey! Hey! Sorry, force of habit. What do you think, Olivia? She eyes me up and down with the same furrowed brow. Aren't you the guy that ate dirt in gym yesterday? Yep, no. I shoot Damien a quick, dirty glance before returning to look at Olivia. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad. It wasn't, and how does everyone seem to know about it? Damien looks aside sheepishly. I may have had a hand spreading this story around. I thought it was funny. Don't worry though, everyone has some embarrassing story. One time I got my frills stuck in the bathroom stall. I didn't even know that. It took him an hour to get out. See, everybody's got something. Olivia pops a chip into her jaws, her face looking out to nowhere as if she's thinking of something. Damien leans close to me. One of his frills extend to hide from Olivia. Dude, I haven't seen her talk this much during lunch since last year. She said 3 things and one of them was a grunt. Why the secrecy? It's like a secret meeting. Those are cool. But yeah, this is something else. She's really warming up to you. I can tell. She sits back down properly. Honestly, this whole thing's a little creepy. She's probably not a bad person to talk to, but Damien isn't helping any. As eager as I am to make friends this year, this is definitely not how I thought it would pan out. Maybe it's best I can get through lunch quickly and quietly. At least I have a spot to sit during lunch, not like I have any other options.
There you are, Inco.
A voice rings out to greet me, which catches our attention. I see a familiar bespectacled face walk over towards us with a lunch tray in his hands.
Glad to see you made it to lunch this time.
Oh hey, Ben. I'm guessing you and Inky have already met.
Introduced myself after I bumped into him the other day.
Speaking of bumps, you should have seen Inky here yesterday.
Oh, what's up, Bezvep? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Damien lets out a cackle and slaps me on the back, igniting the gym pains in my body and almost knocking my glasses off. Ben gives a concerned half smile. This must be my eternal torment for the rest of the semester.
Yeah, about yesterday.
Ben looks down the aisle of chattering students and signals to someone with his head. Standing 10 feet away from us is an imposing looking dinosaur girl with blonde, hair, crimson scales, and sporting a fiery red leather jacket. Is it Mia? Ben motions for her to come closer with a soft smile on his face and nod. No! And she smiles back, though her own is noticeably strained. Oh no! What voice was I gonna give her? I can't give her the fucking raspy female voice, because I've already given that to her. I'm gonna have to plug my nose, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm here.
She slowly makes her way. You missed like 2 hours? Yeah? I keep shaking my desk and that shakes my webcam. Shit. She slowly makes her way over, and I notice how some of the students begin to quiet down as she passes them by. Oh no. Okay, her design's kinda cool. She gets closer, her intense presence invades me. And even though we're about the same height, I feel like an ant's about to get crushed under her boot. She kinda has like Panty's hair from Panty and Stocking, right? But shorter? Like shorter length? Somewhere in me, a synapse connects her face to me tasting bright red rubber yesterday. I really wish I hadn't.
Inco, Mia here has something to say to you.
Mia stays silent, but strides the last couple steps rigidly to stand in front of me. She sucks air in through her teeth.
Sorry.
The corner of the girl's lips start to rise. Uh-oh. Thanks for getting me killed.
I didn't mean to knock your lights out.
Behind her, I notice Ben wincing. The girl lets out a laugh and lays an arm around my shoulder, her smile growing wide once more. But what the fuck, the haircut? Yeah, I mean, the outfit is okay. It's a pretty basic design. I think I've made a design like this before. But, like, once again, hair is kind of like Panty from Panty and Stocking. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull up an image now. Hold on. But, like, shorter. Oh, yeah! Season 2 is coming out. Okay. I mean, not really. Okay, maybe it's not as close. I was thinking Panty from Panty and Stocking. Because, like, you know, kind of, like, wavy, going out kind of blonde hair. Yeah, her hair is... Yeah, Stocking's hair is straighter. But, like, Panty's hair is, like, definitely more wavy. Kind of looks like a mix. You know what? Actually, you're right. Hold on. Wait, hold on. You're right, actually. Hold on. Let me put these down. Yeah, you're right. It's like flat top and then like wavy on the bottom. Yeah, kinda. You prefer Panty? Honestly, both the designs are pretty great and exemplifies their personalities pretty well. The girl lets out a laugh and lays an arm around my shoulder, her smile growing wide once more. Heat shoots onto my face as her muzzle nears my ears, especially when a puff of hot air blows on the lobe. The heat is torn away though when I feel her fingers dig roughly into my shoulder, and her sharp hiss of a whisper grips my eardrum.
That ball was me being nice, Baldy. Screw the class over again, and I'll fucking end you.
Okay, did the resolution just drop a little bit with the art a little bit? I feel like the art, it looks a little blurry. Like, at least here. Nodding and understanding, Mia pushes away from me with a small cheer.
See? All clear now, Benny boy. Oh, Mia, that's not quite... Ah, boo, you know how I am.
Her eyes flutters as she looks his way.
Yes, I know, but... You promised you would be... Aye, sir, I know. And I was.
I'm sorry. Okay, no, there's no way.
So I'll be seeing you later tonight, Benny.
I'm sorry. Okay, I was about to say, are they dating or... I was about to say, because she called him Boo. I'm like, are they dating? And I'm like, nah, she's just being coy. She's just being, like, playfully flirting while being menacing. while being menacing. No, they are genuinely dating. What the fuck? Ben, I'm so sorry. How the fuck did this happen? No, you can call your friends boo. I guess, yeah, they could be friends. But like, there's just... That just raises more questions. Are they together? I don't know. What the fuck? What? I'll be seeing you later tonight, Benny. In my swimsuit.
Just like we promised.
She waves off. They could be friends. I don't know. Fuck, man. Somehow, dude, them being like... Okay, them being friends at all is a surprise in and of itself. If they're dating, I'd lose my mind. So the dude's into dominant girls? Look at him! Look at him! Of course he would be! Are you serious? Hostage friendship? That's also possible. She waves us off collectively and backs into the crowd, vanishing before either one of us could fully process her words and actions. Damien nudges my side. Dude, I think she likes you. Damien, you're so fucking dumb. I love you. I love Damien so much. Holy shit. I love Damien so much. My god. Can I get, like, my own Damien in real life? They'd be annoying as fuck to deal with in real life. But my god, he's just so fucking... He's nice. He's genuinely nice. He's a himbo. Look at him. He's a fucking nerd twink. Of course he is. I love Damien so much. Holy shit. Ben sighs.
Sorry about that, Inco. I heard earlier about what happened at PE and connected the dots. Mia comes off as rough around the edges, but she's actually really sweet. I'll talk to her about it more later.
I am curious. Maybe she really did just target us because we were late and then we all had to do fucking 20 push-ups. But it's like 20! It's just 20 push-ups. 20 push-ups isn't hard. My guy, I am a football player though. So like 20 push-ups is like nothing for me. Now 50 up-downs is another story. You and her, huh?
Yeah, since the start of high school.
You guys are actually an item? What?
The classic jock and nerd pairing.
The classic jock and nerd pairing. Sounds like you're living the dream. Yeah, just flipped. They're actually dating? Who the fuck gives a shit if she's soft inside she a bitch? So they are dating, yeah. I mean, she could be nice. A little rough around the edges, sure. That's just like what tsunderes are, man. But like... I feel like knocking someone out and sending them home on the first day of school, that's not really a good first impression.
You know it.